So myself from Manranjan Kumar, an assistant professor in Agriculture Department of Suresh Gyal Bihar University. So today in this video lecture we will discuss about the IC engine. IC means the internal combustion engine. So today we will see about its construction and working principle of this engine. Okay. So at the end of this class, the students will be able to know the construction detail of IC engine. IC engine, what are the how it what are the construction detail of this we will see, and what is the working principle of this IC engine. At the end of this class, the students will be able to know. Now, for this topic, the students can refer these books. The first book is Practical Manual on Farm Machinery and Power, uh, written by Manoj Kumar and Angelo Francis Dennis. This book is available on Amazon.com. And the second book is Element of Agriculture Engineering, written by Jarviswar Sahai. Principle of Agricultural Engineering by A.M. Michael and P.P. Ojha. And Farm Power and Machinery by Engineer Sanjay Kumar. So these are the books you can refer for this topic. Okay. So now let us start with the lecture, that is the heat engine. So first question is that what is the heat engine? Heat engine means this is our device. We have seen the engine. Okay. So many types of engine are there. One of them is the heat engine. Okay. So what is the definition of heat engine? Heat engine is a device to convert thermal energy into mechanical energy. Okay, then how the thermal energy is created? By thermal energy is created by burning the fuel. The fuel may be the kerosene, the fuel may be the diesel, the fuel may be the petrol. Okay, so when you burn the fuel, then it will create the thermal energy, and that thermal energy is converted into mechanical energy for doing some work. Okay, so this conversion has been done by the heat engine. Okay, so heat engine is a device to convert thermal energy into mechanical energy. For example, the steam engine, diesel engine, gasoline, or you can say the petrol engine. These are the example of this heat engine. So, what are the different types of heat engine available? So, if we classify the heat engine, then heat engine is classified into two types. First one is heat engine is classified into two types. First one is internal combustion engine, and second one is external combustion engine. Internal combustion engine, generally we say that IC engine. External combustion engine, EC engine. Okay. So internal combustion engine. So for this topic, we will keep focus on this only internal combustion engine. So we will see, we will study about detail about the internal combustion engine and its working principle. Now external combustion engine. So external combustion engine means here the combustion of fuel will take place externally, means outside of the engine cylinder. Then this type of engine is known as the external combustion engine. Combustion of fuel takes place outside the engine cylinder, and when combustion will take place, then steam will be generated. So that steam is steam generated is allowed into the cylinder to operate the piston to do mechanical work. Okay, so that is known as the external combustion engine. Okay, whereas just opposite of it, internal combustion engine. Internal combustion engine means the combustion of fuel takes place inside the engine cylinder. Okay, and heat is generated within the cylinder. That is called as the internal combustion engine. So this is two different. External combustion engine means the combustion of fuel takes place outside the engine cylinder, and internal combustion engine means the combustion of fuel takes place inside the engine cylinder. In the picture, you can say this is the cylinder, okay, and this is the piston, this is the connecting rod, this is the crankshaft. So here combustion of fuel takes place at this portion. inside the engine cylinder. Okay, and combustion takes place, heat will be generated, that heat force this piston to move downward. Okay, and mechanical work is completed. So this is the internal combustion engine. Now see, this is the external combustion engine. So where combustion is taking, this is the engine. Okay, but where the combustion is taking place, combustion is not taking place inside this engine cylinder. Combustion is taking place outside of this engine cylinder here. Here some fuel is there. By burning this coal, the heat is generated, and that heat is passing through this pipe to this engine cylinder. Okay, and due to that pressure of heat, this piston will move up and down, and this will rotate the crankshaft. So this is the external combustion engine, and this is the internal combustion engine. Okay, so this is the basic difference. Now we will see the construction of IC engine. See, this is the construction of IC engine, component of IC engine. Okay, simple IC engine looks like this. Okay, what are the different components here? This is the flywheel. This is the crankshaft. At the end of the crankshaft, there will be two timing gear. One gear is at the end of crankshaft, and the other gear will be at the end of this camshaft. This is the camshaft, and this is the crankshaft. Okay. Now this camshaft is connected to the valve of the engine cylinder. There are two valves in the cylinder. See, this is the one valve, this is the other one. These two valve is fitted at the passage, at the inlet, and other one at the outlet. Okay, so this valve is known as the intake valve, and this valve is known as the outlet valve or exhaust valve. Okay, and this is the actual cylinder. This one, this is here. This space is known as the combustion space. Here, combustion of fuel takes place, and this is the piston. Okay, this piston is connected to this crankshaft by a connecting rod. Okay, and around this cylinder, because combustion will take place, then heat will be generated. Heat becomes 3,400 4,000 degrees centigrade. Okay, this is too much heat. This heat can melt down this outer cylinder. Okay, so to protect this cylinder, this component from the melting, some water jacket is provided around this engine cylinder. So these are the water jacket. Okay, it will cool this engine cylinder. Okay, so this is all about the component. Also, on the periphery of this piston, you can see these are the a small ring are there. So this ring is known as the piston ring. Okay, and phone ले जाओ. Okay, so so the end where this connecting rod connect to the piston is known as the small end. This end is known as the small end, and the end where this connecting rod connect this the crankshaft is known as the bigger end. Okay, so these are all components of this IC engine. Okay, so IC engine what does? The IC engine convert the reciprocating motion of the piston, because piston moves in the reciprocating manner. in up and down in single line it will move. Okay, so the motion of piston is reciprocating, whereas the motion of crankshaft is rotary. It will rotate around its axis. That is the crankshaft. Okay. So what does IC engine? So IC engine convert the reciprocating motion of the piston into rotary motion of the crankshaft. Also, the rings are inserted in the circumferential grooves of the piston. For what purpose? To prevent leakage of the gases from side of the piston. Here you can see these are the rings. Okay. So these rings are provided around this piston so that heat cannot leakage out from the to the this space between valve and this piston. Okay, that's why these rings are provided. This ring is known as the piston ring. Okay, so this video will not run. Mm, okay, so that is the ring. Rings are inserted in the circumferential grooves of the piston to prevent leakage of the gases from side of the piston. The combustion space is provided at the top of the cylinder head where the combustion takes place. Okay. Now the end of the connecting rod connecting the piston is called a small end, uh, and a wrist pin of guidon pin is used to connect piston and connecting rod. Okay, so this end is known as the small end, and this end is known as the big end. Okay, so here the piston is connected to the piston through a pin. That pin is known as the guidon pin or the wrist pin. Okay. Now the other end of the connecting rod connecting the crankshaft is called the big end. A flywheel is provided at one end of the crankshaft for a smooth running of the engine. Here, this is the flywheel. This flywheel is provided at one end of this crankshaft. Okay. At the one end of this crankshaft, there a flywheel is there, and the other end of this crankshaft, timing gear is there. This is the small gear. This is the big gear. Okay. So when it rotates two times, then it rotates one time. Okay. Now there is an oil pump at the bottom of the engine which contains lubricating oil for lubricating different parts of the engine. Okay? Because when this piston moves up and down and all the component will in there will be some motion between different components. So all the parts will be should be lubricated. So how this will get lubrication? There is an oil pump provided at the bottom of this engine. Okay. Now how the IC engine works? So what the procedure of working of this IC engine? A mixture of fuel with fuel, maybe the petrol or diesel, a mixture of fuel with correct amount of air is exploded in an engine cylinder, and when the mixture of fuel and air will exploded, then heat will be released. Okay, when combustion will take place, then heat will be released, and it causes the pressure of the burning gas to increase. So this increased pressure, force the piston to move down the cylinder, and this movement of piston is transmitted to the crankshaft, and crankshaft starts rotating. Okay, so to obtain continuous rotation of the crankshaft, the explosion of fuel mixture and air has to be repeated continuously. Okay, so the before next explosion, the used gas or burnt gas are expelled from the cylinder, and again fresh air fuel mixture are admitted in the cylinder, and the piston moved back to its starting position. So these are the working principles of this IC engine. Now there are some specifics when engine works. Then there are some event. Okay, the sequence of event are there. That is known as the working cycle of engine. These taking place inside the engine are as follows. So there are mainly four events. First one is the suction. Second one is the compression. Third one is power. Fourth one is exhaust. Okay, so this is the working cycle. Okay, first suction will be there, after suction compression will be there, again power will be there, exhaust will be there, and again suction from the suction will start. Okay, so suction, compression, power, exhaust, suction, compression, power, exhaust. Okay, so this event going onward. Okay, so what happens in all these suction events? So admission of air or air fuel mixture inside the engine cylinder, that is known as the suction. Second event is the compression. In the compression of the air or air fuel mixture inside the engine. Third one is the power. In the power event, combustion of fuel to produce thermal power inside the cylinder. Fourth one is exhaust. In the exhaust event, removal of all the burnt gases from the cylinder to receive fresh charge. Okay. So here in this picture, all the events are shown here. This is the suction event. In the suction event, what happens? See here all the component. This is the engine cylinder. This is the inlet valve. This is the outlet valve. This is the spark plug. Okay, inlet valve, outlet valve, and this is the combustion space. Combustion space means from inlet valve, fresh air fuel mixture will come, and here combustion will take place either through the compression of the piston or through this spark plug. Okay, so here combustion will be takes place, and this is the piston, and this piston is connected to this crankshaft. This is the crankshaft through this connecting rod. So piston moves in a reciprocating manner, means up and down, whereas this crankshaft will rotate in rotating manner. Okay. So what happens in the suction? This is the suction event. In the suction event, the inlet valve will open, outlet valve will be closed, and fresh air and fuel mixture will come, and combustion takes place. Okay, and piston is moving downward. So this activity happens in this first event. Now second event, compression event. So in the compression event, the piston will moving upward, inlet valve will be closed, and its exhaust valve will remain closed. So this will become airtight chamber. Okay, and piston is moving upward. Air gas is there, combustion gas is there. So much more amount of heat will be released. Okay, and blasting will be there. So there is the power stroke. So in the power stroke, what happens? The heat pressure will forces this piston to move downward. So in the power stroke, piston again will move downward. And again in this power stroke, both valve, suction valve and inlet valve and exhaust valve will remain closed. Okay. Now last step is exhaust. So in the exhaust step, what happens? The piston will start to move down upward. So here suction valve will remain closed, inlet valve will remain closed, and exhaust valve will open. And through this exhaust valve, exhaust port, the burnt gases will go out from this engine cylinder. Okay, so this is all activity. This is not the working cycle of an engine. Okay, so here in the first event, suction, compression, power, exhaust. Piston is coming down, piston is coming up, piston is coming down, piston is coming up. Okay, and again you have to be, this activity has to be continuous. Okay, so again from suction event this process will start. Okay, so this process is repeating. Okay, so this is all about the working principle of IC engine. Okay, now we will, on the basis of this, we will see some questions based on this. So here, this is the question. Uh, First question is, heat engine is a device which convert. Heat engine क्या करता है? Heat engine is a device which convert thermal energy into mechanical energy. Thermal energy is created by the combustion of fuel. Okay, so heat engine will convert thermal energy into mechanical energy. Okay, now second question, in IC engine, in internal combustion engine क्या होता है? Combustion of fuel कहाँ होता है? Where the combustion of fuel takes place. So internal means combustion of fuel takes place inside the engine cylinder. So correct option is A. Combustion of fuel takes place inside the engine cylinder. Combustion of fuel takes place outside of the engine cylinder. This is the external combustion engine. Okay, so correct option is A. In internal combustion engine, combustion of fuel takes place inside the engine cylinder. Combustion of fuel takes place outside the engine cylinder. So which type of engine is this? External combustion means combustion takes place outside the engine cylinder. So correct option is B. Okay. Now IC engine convert reciprocating motion of the crankshaft. Okay. So here we have to see the crankshaft. Which type of motion crankshaft have? The crankshaft have the rotating motion, rotary motion, whereas the piston have the reciprocating motion. So IC engine convert क्या convert करता है? Reciprocating motion of crankshaft? No, this is wrong. Reciprocating motion of piston? Yes. Into rotary motion of the crankshaft? Yes, it is correct. B option is correct. Now, where the rings are inserted in IC engine? Some rings are there in IC engine. So where it is inserted? In the circumferential grooves of the piston? Yes, around the piston there is circumferential grooves. So in that grooves, these rings are fitted. In the circumferential grooves of the flywheel, no any circumferential grooves are there. So no. In the circumferential grooves of the crankshaft, no any grooves are there around crankshaft. And also no any circumferential grooves around the water jacket. So correct option is A. In the circumferential grooves of the piston. Okay. Now the end of the connecting rod connecting the piston is called, there are two ends, a small end and big end. A small end ऊपर रहता है up में and big end नीचे रहता है जो crankshaft को connect करता है piston. So end of the connecting rod connecting the piston, connecting rod connecting the piston, it will be the small end. So correct option is B. The pin which are used to connect piston and connecting rod. कौन सा उस पिन को क्या बोलते हैं? रिस्ट पिन. यस, रिस्ट पिन बोलते हैं. गजन पिन भी बोलते हैं. एंड बोथ आर करेक्ट, रिस्ट पिन और गजन पिन. यस, सी इज करेक्ट ऑप्शन. The end of the connecting rod connecting the crankshaft is called, the end of the connecting rod connecting the crankshaft is called big end. A small end connecting rod connect the piston. But here question is that the end of the connecting rod connecting the crankshaft is called the beginning. The event in which admission of air or air-fuel mixture takes place inside the engine cylinder is called, in which if that four event, suction, compression, power and exhaust. So in which event the admission of air-fuel mixture takes place? So in the suction. Okay, correct option is suction. And in which of the following event power is produced inside the engine cylinder? So power will be produced in the power stroke. Okay, so this is the question based on this topic. Okay, now this is all about today's topic. In the next lecture we will see some system of IC engine. What is the agriculture farm? Agriculture farm means this is an area or piece of land that is primarily devoted for agriculture purpose. Okay, so that area which are devoted for agriculture purpose is known as the farm. And the on this farm different technology are used for the production purpose. So the use of that technology on this land is known as the farm power. Okay, so farm means the area or piece of the land that is devoted for agriculture purpose, and farm power is the use of technology on this land is known as the farm power. Now on any farm the different types of sources are available. Okay, for example, what are the different sources? The different sources are human power, animal power, mechanical power. Under the mechanical power, tractors, power tillers, or oil engines are there. Electrical power and renewable energy. Okay, under the renewable energy like biogas, solar energy, or wind energy comes. So these are the different sources of farm power which are available on farm. Okay. Now we will discuss one by one of each sources. So first one is the human power. In the picture you can see here some farm activity is done by the human. In the first picture the human is plowing, and in the second picture something puddling type action activity is doing. Okay. So these human power are used for operating a small implements and tools. Okay. For a stationary work like chaff cutting, like lifting the water from the well, threshing the grain, winnowing, and many other such works are accomplished by this human power. If we talk about the power developed by the human, then we can say that a man can develop maximum power of 75 watt. Or in other words, you can say that a mine can develop a maximum power of about zero point 0.1 HP. In 1 HP, how much per watt? 746 watts. Okay. So if a single mine develops how much power? 0.1 HP power or 75 watts. Okay. So this is most important question in many exams. This type of questions come. So now, what are the merit of this human power? So what merit is? It is easily available in the village. Okay, and this power can be used for all types of work, from plowing the land to harvesting or storing the grain. All type of work you can done with help of this human power. Okay, but this type of power also has demerit. What are the demerit? It is the costly. Nowadays, it is costly. This is the costliest power compared to all other form of power. It has very low efficiency. If we compare it with the tractor, then this has a very low efficiency. And also, it requires full maintenance when not in use. Okay, in all over the year, the farm activity is not there. So when this power is in rest, then um, it requires some maintenance, like some food. Okay, And also it is affected by the weather condition and season. In the hot climate or in the very heavy rain, this power cannot work. Okay? So this is affected by the weather condition and season. So these are the demerit of this human power. Now, second is the animal power. Okay, so some animals are used to do some farm activity. In the picture, you can see in the first picture, the animals are used for the transportation purpose. In the second picture, you can see for plowing purpose, the animals are used. And in the third picture, you can see this animal are used for the fetching the water from the well. Okay? So this animal power can be used in the land preparation, weed management, crop threshing, and transporting purpose. Okay. Now the question is that how much power a human animal can be developed. Okay. So if a pair of bullock, not one bullock, a pair of bullock. Pair of bullock means two bullock. So a pair of bullock can develop 1 HP power for doing farm work. Okay, so this is also this is one important. A pair of bullock can develop how much power? 1 HP. Okay. Now we will see what are the merits and what is the demerit of this animal power. Merits are it is easily available in the village area. It is easily available, and also it can be used for all types of work. In the picture you have seen that it can be used for the plowing purpose. It can be used for the threshing purpose. It can be used for the transporting purpose. If water has to be fetched from the well, then it can be used. So you can say it is used for all types of work. Okay. Now, low initial investment. Initially, it requires very low investment. Also, it can supply the manures to the field, and also uh, it can supply the fuel to the farmer, like in the form of powder cake. Okay, and this type of power can live on farm products. Okay, whatever the produce you are getting from the farm, on that farm products can this power can be live. Now, demerit of this type of power is it is not very efficient. Its efficiency is low in comparison to the mechanical power, and also season and weather affect its efficiency. Okay, in the heavy rainy season, its efficiency will be decreased, and also if there is a hot climate outside, then also its efficiency will be decreased. Okay, the season and weather will affect its efficiency. Also, this type of power cannot work at a stretch. Means continuous, it cannot work from morning to evening. It requires some rest. So it cannot work at a stretch. Other demerits are it requires full maintenance. If this type of power is not in use, okay, so in that condition also it requires full maintenance. It requires some food. It requires shelter. Okay. Other disadvantage of this type of power is that it creates unhealthy and dirty atmosphere near the residence. Okay, and it is very slow in doing work. So these are the demerit of this type of power. Now, third sources of power is the mechanical power. Mechanical power is available through tractors, power tillers, and oil engine. The oil engine is a highly efficient device for uh, uh, converting the fuel into the useful work. Okay. If we talk about the efficiency, then efficiency of the diesel engine is 32 to 38%, whereas the efficiency of petrol engine is less, that is 25 to 32%. Okay, so this mechanical power like tractor, power tiller, or engine, uh, for this type of power are used for the pumping the water, flour the meal, flour mill, oil, dhani, like mustard oil, dhani, वगैरह. Chaff cutter, threshing, harvesting, tillage, bund forming, winnowing, seeding. So all these activities, all these farm activity, uh, in this type of activity, the mechanical powers are used. What is the merit of this type of power? The merit is that its efficiency is high. If we compare its efficiency from the human power and animal power, then we can say that the efficiency of mechanical power is high. And also, it is not affected by the weather. Okay, your tractor or your motor will continue to work in the hot climate also, in the rainy season also. So this is not affected by the weather. Its efficiency is not decreased. Okay, and also it can run at a stretch for a long time. It can work. Okay, so mechanical power can work from the morning to the evening. Okay, but other power like human power and animal power will not cannot run at a stretch. Also, it requires less space. So you can keep your motor or you can keep your engine at a corner of your room. Okay, so it requires less space, and also this type of power is cheaper form of power. Okay, if we compare all these, compare the cost, overall cost of this mechanical power, then it is cheaper. Demerit is that its initial capital investment is high. Initially, it requires more money to purchase this type of power, but overall is cheaper. Fuel is costly nowadays. Petrol and diesel is very costly. So this fuel is costly. The other disadvantage is that repair and maintenance needs technical knowledge. All person cannot repair and maintain this type of mechanical power. Okay, for repairing and maintenance work, some technical person is required. Okay, for repairing and maintenance of tractor, for repairing and maintenance of oil engine, all type of mechanical work. The technical person is required for its repairing and maintenance. Okay, so these are the demerit of this type of power. Other sources of farm power on the farm is the electrical power. This is one of the important power nowadays because all the machine works on the electricity, and that's why this power is very important. Okay? So this type of power is mostly used in the form of electrical motor on the farm. And what are the uses of this type of power? Uses are it is used for pumping the water from the well, from the canal, from the river, everything. Also, this type of power is used in the dairy industry, cold storage, farm product processing, fruit industry, and many similar things. Okay, so everywhere you can see the electrical power. So this is one of the important sources of power. If we talk about the merit of this power, then merits are it is very cheap form of power. Okay, it is clean source of power. Okay, it doesn't create any dirty atmosphere around it. It is very clean source of power. Okay, its efficiency is high. If we compare the other power of sources, its efficiency is high, and it can work at a stretch. It can work for a day, can a week, can a month, can a year continuously. It's no problem. So it can work at a stretch. Maintenance and operating cost is high. Sorry, the maintenance and operating cost is very low, and it is not affected by the season. Whatever the season is, what is the weather is there, hot, rainy, winter, in all type of season, it can continuously work, not affected by this type of season. But demerit is that initial capital investment is high. Initially, you will require more money to purchase the electricity. It requires good amount of technical knowledge. Okay, not all the person work on the electrical, so it requires good amount of technical knowledge. And also, the big disadvantage of this is that if you handle carelessly these things, then it causes great danger. So these are the demerit of this type of power. Now, last one is the renewable energy. Okay, so there are two types of energy available. One is the renewable energy, and other one is the non-renewable energy. Renewable energy means that type of energy which you can create again and again. That energy is known as the renewable energy. So it is obtained from the renewable source of energy like sun, wind, biomass. This is the sources of the renewable energy, sun energy. Okay, जितना हम आज ले रहे हैं उतना कल भी लेंगे. So this is the sun energy, solar energy, wind energy, biomass energy. This is the renewable energy, sources of renewable energy. Okay, it can't exhausted. Okay. Now, what are the applications of this type of renewable energy sources? For example, the solar energy. Solar, where we can use the solar energy. The solar energy you can use in the solar dryer, solar lantern, solar cooker, solar refrigeration, solar lighting. Okay. Nowadays, everywhere this solar energy is used. Okay. Now, second is the wind energy. Wind energy are used for the pumping the water from the well. Okay. Also, this wind energy is used for the electricity generation, and also it can be used for the different mechanical activity like floor grinding, like oil grinding or floor mills. Okay, this type of activity can be done by this wind energy. Third one is the biomass energy. Bio means living things. So uh, biomass energy remain in the form of gasifier. Gasifier is one device which can create the energy, and input is the biomass. So gasifier to produce producer gas, pyrolysis to produce liquid fuel, biogas. Okay, so this type of sources is renewable sources: solar energy, wind energy, biomass energy. Okay, and this energy is used on the farm also. Okay, now the merit of this type of renewable power. The merit is it is inexhaustible in nature. वो कभी नहीं खत्म होने वाला. Inexhaustible in nature, and also its fuel reduce the cost of operation because it is derived from the natural resources. It produces little or no waste product such as carbon dioxide or other chemicals, pollutants. Generally require less maintenance than traditional generator. Okay. The merit is that renewable energy often relies on the weather for its sources of power. For example, the solar energy. Solar energy cannot work in the rainy season. If there is a rainy season, then this solar energy will be stopped. So this type of renewable energy depend on the weather. Second example in the wind energy. If velocity of wind is very low, that in that condition, the wind energy will not work. Okay. So this is the demerit. Now other demerits are initial cost is high. Okay. Initially, the cost of this renewable energy is high, and also its output is lower than the traditional devices. If we compare the electricity produced by the solar energy and if we conventional electricity generated, then the solar energy electricity developed by the solar energy is less than the conventional devices. Okay. So its output is lower than the traditional devices. Okay, so this is the lecture for today. Now, on the basis of this lecture, this is the quiz. You can attempt this quiz. The question is, on an average, first question is, on an average, a man can develop maximum power of about a human. How much power is developed? A human can develop 0.1 HP for doing work. Okay, 0.1 HP means 75 watts. Okay. In the second problem, on an average, a man can develop maximum power of about. Question is same, just a unit has been changed. So 75 watts. Okay. How much power a pair of bullock can develop for doing work? A pair of bullock, how much power is developed by 1 HP? Okay. 1 HP means 746 watt or 750 watt. Okay. Fourth is how much power a bullock can develop for doing farm work? A bullock, not pair of bullock. So you have to keep attention here. How much power a bullock can develop? A bullock can develop how much? just half, means 0.5 speed. A pair of bullocks can develop 1 speed. A single bullock can develop 0.5 speed. Okay. How much power a pair of bullock can develop for doing farm work? A pair of bullocks, 1 speed. Okay, but here 1 speed is not given, so 750 watts. Okay. Now efficiency of diesel engine. Efficiency of diesel engine is more than the petrol engine. Okay. So here the correct option is 32 to 38%. Whereas the efficiency of petrol engine is how much? 25 to 32%. Okay. So these are the some quiz you can attempt. Okay. Now this is all about for today's lecture.